Hey there, boys and girls of YouTube world. Today, the old man and I, we're gonna load up his 8.1 liter gas guzzling 3/4 ton Suburban with 270 some thousand miles on it. We're gonna head out to Iola, Wisconsin to the Iola Old Car Swap Meet Grounds Thinger Majigger. Duff's gotta stay behind because it's not a dog friendly venue, but come along for the ride. See what kind of garbage we can find. Pretty cheap, 75 bucks for a pair of new square body fuel tanks. You come across a tailgate for that Bronco. Short bed 67. Pretty good deal. Somebody's putting together a 34 Plymouth. Need the park light lenses for that 60 Cadillac too, but pretty slim chance finding those. Cool, Mopar had the floating power gauges. Is that a 60? What's that? Quarter panel? 60 CAD?
59.
Close.
I just want to find the guy that needs that.
Yeah, well, somebody out there does.
I just picked up most of this stuff just.
It's all fresh.
It's all fresh. It's been out of circulation for like ever. The guy that I got it from, he had it in storage for about 30 years.
Yeah.
Yep. He got it in the 90s. And most of the stuff is prior to that. I got a lot of Pontiac, Trans Am, Firebird, GTO stuff. Buick Stage 1. I got Stage 1 emblems, NOS in the box. They're about $100 a piece because they got repops for 65 or something like that, plus the shipping and stuff like that on eBay. And I can't tell if they're metal or plastic.
Yeah. Need a boat steering wheel or kind of a cool looking piece, wall hanger. Morning.
How's your day going?
Oh, not too bad. How about you? Cast aluminum.
King of the event here.
Are ya?
Yes,
Self-proclaimed?
Pardon?
Self-proclaimed?
Yes, sir. We're just gonna have to do this. I have fuel pumps. Two big block water pumps.
You had to buy this many till you got the right one, or what?
No, I do some tech work for Old Car Parts Warehouse,
Okay.
and this is stuff that she writes off. And so rather than paying me cash, she gives me the old write-off parts.
Then it creates more work for you having to get rid of it.
Well, that's right. She's a smart woman. So, no, I sell it, and we kind of share what I sell it for and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha.
I got big block Chevy, small block Chevy, 6-cylinder Fords. Pontiac stuff all got sold.
Must be hard to find a good Pontiac fuel pump, huh?
It is, really. I had a guy once at a swap meet up in Minnesota. He bought everyone I had out for display. He belonged to Pontiac Club. I mean, for 10, 15 bucks a piece, I'll buy these. Some of the guys will use them. Put them on the shelf, nothing else.
Yep.
I mean, the kind of prices I'm asking, you know, I got 10 bucks for a small block Chevy fuel pump brand new.
Where are you gonna get one for that?
Yeah, you know, just
No shipping.
yeah, no shipping, and put it on your shelf and wait for yours to fail. You know, with this gasoline we got out there.
And if you buy one, got it on the shelf, yours will never go bad, right?
Well, that's the rule, yeah. That's what the United States federal law says. You don't need it.
There's a law. $389 probably. 61, $389, 300 bucks. Who knows the condition? That's stuck against the... Nash uniscope. Kind of cool.
Headlight dimmer.
Autotronic eye, yeah. Oh man, look at all these 59 parts everywhere. Dashes, steering wheels, all the good stuff. That was a Cadillac. The knob is in the center on a Cadillac. It's offset on a Buick Olds Pontiac Chevrolet on that Autotronic eye. He said they're not really worth much because all the Cadillacs came with them. No, especially not for that. He's looking for a pair of 59. I always thought these were nice taillight backs of those cars. gotta find one that's got an electric choke like this, but it's not computer controlled. They only made them for a couple years, like 81 too.
Is that your stuff over here too?
Just the tables.
Is he around?
I do not know.
These are your guys' Fenders over here?
Yep.
Well, this 68 orangish red one down here.
Oh man, that's the only one that Elvis Presley wanted to buy. Damn.
Son of a bitch. Well, guess we'll keep moving on.
Well, he hasn't showed up yet. So.
He's left the building.
Yeah, I have very few of those. Mostly 69 to 72s.
Right.
But yeah. $250.
Okay.
The rest of them, most of them I priced it around $4.5, $4.75. There's some really, really nice ones in here.
No, you got some good stuff. Where are you out of?
Billings, Montana.
Okay, that explains.
Long way.
Yeah.
I'll wait till you're gone, and then those guys, they'll give me a good deal, right?
That's exactly what it is. Yep. That's my buddy. He'll do that.
What a guy. He knows you don't want to take it back.
Styrofoam W block heads.
Lightweight racing heads.
That's right. Needs to go faster.
Guaranteed to pull the front wheels.
Downhill. With the wind to your back. They're empty. You just got to add valves.
I like it's even got the GM casting number on it too, you know. You really got to be authentic.
That's right. All they did was take the heads and put them in a mold and added rubber.
I need to put some lights on the back of the ramp truck. Give me your tape measure. I got some 5-inch LEDs and I don't think they'll fit. Oh boy, those are right at 5 too. Oh, 4.5. They're reproductions. I'm guessing these are for them. Bob Drake. How much for the Pontiac?
I got 100 on the set. And when he's gone, I'm on back.
It's gonna take
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you know.
everything right here is Cadillac, I think, pretty much.
What's up, guys?
Park lenses for a 60 Cadillac.
Like going out of the back, or is that?
The lenses, I don't have any bumpers here, but whatever I have would be like white and cracked. I don't have.
Yeah, I'd take a perfectly shitty pair, but
Yeah, I probably do have that at home, but they'd be like, you know, kind of like, I don't know. Do they have a repo online or?
I have no idea. I just picked up the car and
Let me give you my card.
what about hubcaps?
Yeah, I have some 59 hubcaps here. I don't have any 60s here, but I probably got them at home. As a matter of fact, I got these trash cans here. Let me look. Maybe I have some 60 hubcaps here.
Okay.
That's not too hard to find.
A 59 Cadillac hubcap's probably worth a little bit more than a 60. No, what is it, 50?
Oh, but you know, when you get the Eldorado hubcaps, that's when they start making the cars look better. Like, if I have a 59 Eldorado, but if I had a 59 Series 62 or 60, I'd put the Eldorado hubcaps, but they're $300-400 a piece, but they make the car look really good.
Yeah, right.
You just bought a project car?
Barn find, yeah. take the blister for 10 bucks.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
What's that going on?
Oh, got a little 27T coupe with a cowl steering. So I was gonna make one, but for 10 bucks, I'm not gonna piss around.
Yep, you got it.
That how you ended up with it too?
No, my buddy, that's my buddy's stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's my guy, he goes, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, you guys got some good stuff over here.
You bring good stuff, I'll bring junk.
You're the guy with the vacuum cleaners and the blenders?
Not that bad, but he's got a lot of desirable stuff. He keeps the good stuff for himself and all the other stuff he brings here. So.
No, that's cool. Where are you guys out of?
Northern Illinois.
Okay.
Area. How about you?
Southeast North Dakota.
Oh, all right. You did some traveling.
Yeah, a little jog.
First year here?
No, it's the third time we've been doing it, so.
It's a good one.
Yeah. He's out buying stuff right now, I suppose, huh?
Yep. I'm not dragging any more shit home, so I'm staying right here.
You're not gonna get a case of that?
Story of my life. I didn't want to carry him around anyway. Well, here's what we got loaded up, and we just gotta sort it all out and try to get it in the Blackie here so we can get it home. Oh, we got her all loaded up. That ain't going nowhere. Did you have fun?
Absolutely.
That's so much enthusiasm. All right, ready to go for a ride, Duff? One more thing to load up. We saved room for you and not in the Suburban. Let's go. Come on. You goon? Come here. No, you won't jump in. Let's go, Duff. Load up. All right, let's do this. Oh, watch out for the door. Made her home, huh, Duff? Well, last night we unloaded the second most important object, the cheese. You gotta go pick up cheese curds when you're in Wisconsin. Most important is the beer that's still in here. So let's get this pickup unloaded and I'll show you what we got. Duff is not enthused about it. That's a really expensive headrest you got there. It's adjustable though, at least. All right, let me give you the rundown of the 2022 Iola Swap Meet. So first thing is, I'll give you some tips, pointers, tricks. Iola starts Thursday morning. It goes through Saturday afternoon. A lot of guys start packing up pretty early on Friday and are gone Friday. And even there Saturday, so don't think you're gonna work all week and show up on Saturday and get some deals, because everything is A, gone, and B, the guys who are selling the stuff are gone. So get there early. Opens at 6 a.m. on Thursday. So we're there, 6 o'clock. There's free parking. Don't have nothing straight there. I believe it's on the east side of the grounds. There's $15 and $20 parking that you gotta drive by first, so everybody gets sucked in there. Just go to the free stuff. It's just as close, and they got kids hauling parts back and forth for you. They're $10. We didn't take advantage of that because we really didn't have anything too heavy. But yeah, there's Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. There's a ton of community organizations that are supported through Iola. Different boys and girls clubs, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, churches, Rotaries, all kinds of fundraisers. So buy as much stuff there as you can. They do have beer on the grounds, so you don't have to bring your own. Get there early. Wear good shoes, get yourself a big hat, some sunglasses, some sunscreen. Be prepared to do a lot of walking. So we found out the first year, you got to get yourself a straw hat to keep the sun off your neck. So I bought that a couple years ago. I think it was like $10, and then I put the Mortske logo. Well, let me know down below if you would buy one of these things. They're about 20 bucks by the time I get them. So is that label's another 20 bucks. Shipping's gonna be another 20 bucks. These are gonna be like $75 hats. If you want a $75 straw hat, we'll look into it. But I've got a lot of people that, hey, I want those. And we started looking into it. It's like, nobody's gonna want to pay 75 bucks. But if you would pay 75 bucks for a straw hat, we could probably get it down a little bit if we can get enough volume, but they ain't cheap. So this year I upgraded to the giant sombrero. I still got to put my logo on there. But yeah, bring those. Bring a backpack, or my dad carries like a crossover newspaper boy bag to carry your parts in. Some guys like carts and wagons and all that, but then you're just dragging that thing around the whole time until you find something. Or a backpack don't hardly weigh nothing. And plus, in your backpack, you can carry stuff like gloves, bug spray. That you really don't need. You should probably have some sunscreen. That just was in there from the softball days. Bring a tape measure. So if you're looking for like a 15x8 wheel or a certain, you know, windshield frame, know what your dimensions are, you can measure that out. Like I said, a pair of gloves. Bring a moving blanket. You know, bring some stickers in there in case your wonderful subscribers, viewers reach out to you and want some decals. I ran into about 6 of them at the swap meet that said, hey, Mortske, and I was like, hey, how's it going? And shook their hand, talked to them for a little bit, gave them some stickers, so thanks for watching. So if you see me, I will be personable and give you a decal. Bring a moving blanket so when you haul stuff home, it's not rubbing against each other. You know, you can pick up cardboard at the local grocery store if you need to pack some stuff like that. All right, now let's get into the other stuff we bought besides that sombrero. I got some Bronco Bumpers, 3 of them. You know, this thing's got the cheesy bull bar that I don't really care for, so I want to get rid of that. I kind of wanted painted ones. I got all 3 of these for like 50 bucks, I think. I think he wanted 50 a piece. I said, how about I give you, maybe I paid 100 for all 3. I don't know what it was, but they're just crappy enough. There was a guy that had 2 painted ones and he wanted 50 bucks a piece for those. I think I got all 3 of these for 50 bucks. I think he wanted 20 a piece. I said, how about 50 for all 3? And he said, sold. And then I asked the guy if he had any more Bronco parts. So he gave me his business card. So I'm gonna write on the back of that business card, Bronco parts. So give him a call. And he said he's from like the other side of Iola, which is like a 7.5 hour drive for me. And he said, I can bring these other parts that I have next year. So, you know, talk to people and ask them what other stuff they might have for your particular rig. And they might help you out and might have that stuff or know somebody else that has that stuff. So it's good to be nice and talk to people. Also, along those lines, the guy had a bunch of 58 to 64 parts. And I said, hey, you got door hinges? He says, I do. He couldn't tell me what interchanges, but he said, these are 60 Chevy 4-door hinges. I think I got all 3 of them for $5. So I'm not really out anything other than them stabbing me in the back through my backpack. But we need some door hinges for the 61. Picked up these lock-in pliers. What size are these? 4WR. I like these little guys, and they seem like they disappear. So I think I paid $5, which since they're the originals, built in DeWitt, Nebraska, they're the good ones. I buy those up whenever I can because it's hard to find the good ones and the new ones aren't good. Got some door glass for a 61. Those we did not get at the swap meet. Those are for a bubble top. I'll tell you more about that later. Got a chromed old Ford 94 carburetor, more or less just for display. I think I paid $10 or $5 for that. But that'll look cool. Just sitting on something, I could always rebuild it. This is I think I call them a water pump riser, built by Snow White in Fresno, California. Bolts on a small block Chevy, and it uses, I believe, an Opal water pump. And what that does is when you've got like a small block in a Model A, and your fan is sitting low in the radiator, it raises the water pump up. There's another one. I just had the name of the other brand. A Zips riser, and that uses a 6-cylinder Chevy water pump. These Snow Whites use, I believe it's an Opal. Nice part about these is they're aluminum, and they're probably a little bit more efficient than the old 6-cylinder Chevy ones. Got myself a Quaderbog carburetor core. This will probably go to Chin to get rebuilt someday. I like the ones with the electric choke, and then it's not electronically controlled, doesn't have the plug-in up here. The only thing electronic on it is the choke. Also, you can fit all this in a short box lowered pickup. Lowered pickups for life. You can still use them. Haters gonna hate. It is freaking moist in here. Stay hydrated at the swap meet too. It was a warm bugger on Thursday. I've always wanted a disc sander. This thing is an old heavy Sun. We got this one of the last, or pretty much towards the end of the day on Friday. We don't go Saturday because we're all walked out and shopped out. They wanted 20 bucks. Dad gave them 15 and they threw in a pint beer. We stay in Stevens Point. There's really not much in Iola. If you want to go next year, get signed up, get registrations, rate me out because things book up fast. Stevens Point, I don't know how big it is, 20,000 people. So I mean, there's a fair amount of hotel rooms, but they sell out fast. We're already booked up for next year. And a lot of people book while they're there. So, and that's like a 25, 30-minute drive to get to Iola. So you gotta get up a little bit earlier to get there, and it's a little bit longer drive back. But pretty nice town, a lot of good places to eat there, good places to grab a drink. Did meet up with Wes from Watch Wes Work, and Mrs. Wes went out and had a few adult beverages. Those guys had a pretty good time. So yeah, that was cool meeting those guys and to hang out with them, and I think they had a pretty good time there. Maybe they'll be back next year, who knows. He said a viewer did chase him down, say hi to him as well. Anyway, this is a big old heavy bugger. Took a gamble because who knows if it works, but for 15 bucks, whatever. Fabric cobbling stuff. There's a bunch of vendors who sell like new stuff, like auto body stuff. So I picked up a bunch of these roll-lock discs, 3 of these, what are they, 25-piece packages, different grits, like 60, 80, and I think these are 120s probably. I think those are 40 bucks. It's 15 bucks a piece or 3 for 40. Also at the swap meet, we got a left front fender. This is for a 68 Chevy, but it's also the same as 68 to 72 GMC. 69 to 72 Chevy pickups don't fit GMCs. The only year Chevy that will fit a GMC, well, 2 years. 67 will fit a 67, and 68 Chevy will fit 68 through 72 GMC. Got this one. It's got a couple of hoolies down here, but it's super solid. Came out of Bozeman, Montana, or the guy did. I assume it's out of Montana somewhere. That'll be a lot nicer than the one because mine's all whiskey dented up on my 72 GMC hauler. Picked up these hubcaps from a viewer from, I think he's in like the Hastings, Minnesota area, something like that. Those hopefully will fit this 60 Cadillac. They're not the right wheels for that Cadillac, but I think he gave them to me for 60 bucks. So if not, they don't fit. I get to run his name through the mud, and then I just got to figure out how to resell them. Like I said, we stay in Stevens Point. Point Brewery is there. I picked up this Hazy Pebbles. You can see I drank one. They're not that good. Picked these things up. I'm a Rattler fanatic now. They're kind of girly, and they're like 13 bucks for a 4-pack, but pretty good. I really like this Lakeside Vacation Ale by Point. It's pretty good, so we hauled some of that back. My old man, he hauled some points back as well. I also picked up this Tempo 12-gallon fuel tank. It's from a boat. It's got a gauge built right into it. It's nice and, I don't know, narrow, so you can put it behind the seat of like a Model A and you still have trunk space. 12 gallons, so not terribly small, but decent enough where you could actually drive the car. I think I gave like 15, 20 bucks, something like that for it. It was listed 25, I think I gave him 20. Anyway, those are nice to have on hand. The inside looked cleanish enough for the stuff that we do. So I'll just throw that on the shelf and use it. One of my dad's buddies, he brought me this big drip tray. He watches the videos and he's like, hey, I have this drip tray around. I've been tripping over. I was going to throw it away. I thought maybe you could use it so that you don't upset Greta. So I guess we'll hang on to it. Otherwise you can use it as a parts tray. Who knows? We'll find a use for it at some point. It's pretty cool. It's old, galvanized. It's riveted together and soldered. Pretty neat. Here's some other stuff I got. Chrome coil clamp. It was a buck. Plus I was buying this 67 to 72 radio delete for $1. These things are worth way more than that. So yeah, I will be reselling that. I've got several of those. I'll tell you what I pay for stuff, but it's not what I'm going to give it to you for. If you see anything in here that you really need that I don't have for a project already, like that fender, I'm clearly not going to sell that because I bought it for myself. But if you want my old smashed up fender, I'll sell you that. Or if those hubcaps don't fit, I'll sell you those. And then there was this blister for 10 bucks, aluminum teardrop. Guy made it himself. My cousin's Model T has a cowl steering setup on it. I thought, even if we don't use this, it's 10 bucks. What's that? 3 beers at the bar. So pick that up. And that's pretty much all we got at the swap meet. 2 days of walking around, and like the first day, I think all I got was that teardrop and that carburetor. It was really slow the first day. Second day, found a couple other new things and remembered a few things that we were looking for and picked those up. I was really looking for I wasn't really looking for that fender, it just kind of came up. I was looking for a pair of 61 fenders, couldn't find any. I was looking for a left front 55 fender, couldn't find any. Looking for a 55 hood. There was a pair of 55 fenders, they were really crusty, and the guy wanted like $150 for it. No, not worth it, plus you gotta carry it. And I said, I'll find a car closer to home and buy the whole car and steal the fenders off of. I don't know what else we were looking for. Everything that we were looking for. Oh, a Model T windshield frame, couldn't find it. So anyway, on the way home, I had bought some 61 bubble top doors through the MSRA line chaser up by the Duluth, Minnesota area. So we kind of had to drive way out of the way. So we came home through Duluth, picked up these really nice 61 doors. They've got hinges on them, they got the trim on them. They are off of an Impala, so they got the different trim, which is missing. But they're super, super, super nice. They're not 100%ers, but they're 90%ers, which is way good for that car. Like I said, they got hinges, so they'll bolt right on. The gal, it was her dad's stuff. It was kind of an estate deal, and she was looking to clean house. I didn't know she had any other 61 stuff, and I didn't ask. We just went there, and I was like, hey, we're leaving early on Saturday. We got time. Let's swing through there. It'll be a few hours out of the way, but it's better than me driving 10 hours round trip to Duluth and back. This lady had gobs, or her dad did, gobs and gobs and gobs of 61 to 64 Chevy stuff. Had a little bit of 56 Chevy stuff and some other odds and ends, but mainly like 61 to 64 Chevy stuff. So let's get into that. I got way more stuff from her than I did at the swap meet. So we got the doors. We got all kinds of interior trinkets. He had some Model A stuff, so I got a rebuilt Tillotson carburetor. Everything he had was labeled and the date, 4/20/13, that was rebuilt. We got some 61 armrests, some 61 ashtrays, gauges, 32 Ford, what do you call it? Windshield crankout thingermajobbers. Those are actually my dad's. They somehow ended up in my box. We got this is the trim for around the windows on the front window on a bubble top only, and these are the rails for the bottoms of the doors, or the door glass. That door glass is in this carpet right here, so I got left and right door glass. It's not that great, but it'll be good enough for that car, plus it's a pattern as well. A-pillar and C-pillar trim. We got 2 sets of wing windows, which I think I only had the one before. So now I'll have a set for the doors that I got. I'm assuming one came off those doors. Those doors are 61, 62 bubble top only. And I'll have another pair for another door. I got 2 more sets of rear window glass, which my car already has it, but it's just good trading property. So again, if somebody wants to buy some bubble top side glass, I can hook you up. Some pretty good fenders. The right front, which is what we need, is really good. There's a couple of pinholes up here, which is surprising for these. The driver's side isn't quite as nice, but it's still very repairable. A little rot there, a little on the side. 61 fenders, super hard to find. I'm almost positive that these came off that same car. And then we got a bunch of trim. I believe it's 61 bubble top, as it was with that trim, and we checked it with another bubble top that was on the ground. And those are the same as that bubble top, so I think this is all 61 bubble top. Stainless trim, etc. There's some new window seals, stuff like that. This is a 63 Chevy crash guard or bumper guard, whatever you want to call it. I guess they don't remake them. They're pretty good properties, so that will be for sale unless I get a 63, which I don't know that we've had a 63 yet. And then also they had this brand new Record radiator, and you know ours needs a radiator. 61 to 64, 283, 327. Standard duty with a brand new core from 10 of 88. So I mean, that's what, a 34-year-old brand new radiator. So that is super good property right there. So yeah, Iola was a good time. It was kind of disappointing. And there's way more spectators on Friday, so if you want to get there and get some shopping done, get there on Thursday. We did okay, but definitely the stop on the way home for the bubble top parts was well worth it. Wouldn't say I made a killing there, but I got some parts that I really needed, and I got some other parts that I'll be able to pedal and pay for some of my fuel money, because that's what this is all about. I'm not getting rich doing this. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do all the legwork to not put a couple of bucks in my pocket, because it is work. So now I gotta store all this stuff, I gotta list it, I gotta put it on my cars, I gotta take it to swap meets, do whatever, answer questions from you guys that want to buy it and want it shipped and yada yada yada. Oh yeah, there's another box up here. There's all kinds of boxes. Shoot. This all came from the 61 place. Oh, this stuff came from my dad's buddy. I think it's brewed in Wisconsin. I can't say it out loud, but I'll probably be drinking one of these on a live if we ever do one again. 61 armrests. They look like they were from that same car, but they're not. I think they're off of the back doors on a 4-door. A Stromberg 97, small logo. Again, these cores are 75 to 150 bucks. So that's good property. Don't know what that is. A bunch of 61 lights, trim, a door edge guard for a 61 to 64 for the gas tank door edge guard, mirrors, just all kinds of pretty good stuff. 63 Impala SS emblems, or just Impala emblems I should say. Backup lights, more tail light lenses. Yeah, like I said, this guy had everything all freaking labeled. Yep. And I don't even know what some of this stuff is, so I'll have to do some figuring. And this one says 61 Chevy trim. We did need a door hinge or a hood hinge, so we got one of those. We got some hood emblems. I think those are 61 or 2. License plate. Some washer jar holder. Window felts. Radios. Wiper. Seat trims. Brand new Speedo cable. Washer jar bracket. Yeah. A lot of good stuff at that place. Now the hard part is finding where to store this stuff and label it, so I know what it is. I'm gonna do some loading. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's kind of long and drawn out, but we can't film everything at the Iola Swap Meet. That was just a fraction of the walking around that we did. I would say I probably had my camera on for maybe 1/8 of the time that we were walking around. Maybe, probably not even close. Probably maybe 1/8 of the first day, so we'll just call it a 16th. We were there, it ends at 6, it starts at 6, ends at 6, and we were there, we probably left at 4:30, 5 o'clock the first day, and we were there till 5:30 the second day, so a solid 20 plus hours, you know, we spent some time BSing and eating and stuff like that, but it's a lot of walking around, being in the sun. Good time. We'll probably go back. We actually got hotel rooms reserved, but we can cancel. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you want to see on this second channel. That's what it's for. Goofy stuff like this, you know, stuff that isn't really fit on the main channel. Nobody would probably watch a swap meet on there, but you gracious folks watch it on the second channel. So, thank you very much for watching. Check out the other videos. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. You know, comment down below what your favorite swap meet is. You got a favorite swap meet? Is it a big one like Hershey or Carlisle? I'd like to go to those someday. You got a good small town one in like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa that we could go to? That's like driving distance. You got one of those? Comment that down below. Thank you very much. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as you're having fun. Swap meets are pretty fun. Oh man, you gonna help put all this stuff away? Yeah, that's what I thought.